Equation of vertical, horizontal and diagonal lines. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we will try to find the equation of line from graph. Three special cases are being considered. We have a vertical line, we have a horizontal line and a diagonal line. I would like you to pause the video, answer the question. Well, the first step is we should identify critical points on the line. So here we see that the x-intercept is 2, right? So that is what I identified. Let me say this point A, right, which is x-intercept of 2 means 2, 0, right? In this case, I identify a point which is the y-intercept. Let me call this as B. And the value here is at 0, we have got minus 1. Is that clear? Here, origin is a good critical point. So I get 0, 0. For origin, I'm calling this point as A. Let's say C and D. Okay. Now, when you have origin and a diagonal line, you need another point. So let's identify another point. Let's call this as D, which is minus 1, 2. Well, you can identify more points in the previous lines also, no problems. Now, using these points, let us find the equation of the line. So let's begin with the very first one, which is a vertical line. So you'll notice that on a vertical line, this point is what? Let's write down the value. This point is, let's call this a coordinate point as A, and this coordinate point A is 2, 0, right? X value being 2, 0. Let's take up some other point. So let's say this point is there. What is the coordinate? Well, again, the x value is 2, and y value is 1, right? So 2, 1. Let's take another point. Well, this is 1, 1. Here, no, 2, 1. 1 is the y value. So you can actually pause the video, answer this question, and then look into my suggestions.
After attending university. The winner of this year's Certificate of Achievement Schulich Leader Award is anil.anilkhandelwal.
Great. Our student, Akshat, gets highest marks and the most prestigious Schulich Leader Award. You can be there. Join our classes and excel. Let us see. How do we get equation of these lines? Well, the very first one is a vertical line. Can you tell me what is the slope of this line? It's a vertical line, right? So clearly, the slope is undefined. Now, since the slope is undefined, we cannot write the equation in the form y equals to mx plus b. So how will you get the equation of this line? Well, let's try to investigate a bit. So if I see this point, it is at x value of 2, y value of 0, right? Another point here, x value of 2, y value of 1. Another point, x value of 2, y value of 2. What do you notice here? Something common, right? The x coordinate value is just 2, right? So a vertical line has undefined slope. Well, you can consider any 2 points, you will get that result. Let's try to figure out what is the slope here, right? So if I say this is my point A and this is B, in that case, slope m will be what? y2 minus y1, which is 2 minus 0, divided by x2 minus x1, which is 2 minus 2. So that gives me 2 over 0. You see, dividing by 0 is not defined. So now we are stuck, right? How do you find equation of this line? Now, you notice one more thing, that x value is always 2. So this is a line where x value is 2, right? So that becomes the equation of a vertical line, right? So x equals to 2 is this equation. Perfect. So any vertical line, you have to look for the x value. For example, if I draw a line here, what will be the equation of this line? Since x value is minus 2, this will be x equals to minus 2. You get the idea. Since that is constant. So vertical line equation will be x equals to some value k, where k is the x-intercept. Is that clear to you? So that is how you get equation of a vertical line. Now let's look into the horizontal line. So the horizontal line is given to us. Let's identify some points here, right? Let's say 1, 2, and 3. So I identified 3 points. Let's write down the coordinate values. For this point, the coordinate value is at minus 2, y value is minus 1. So we have minus 2, minus 1. For this point, at 0, we have minus 1. And here, at 2, we have minus 1. So you see, y value is constant. I could write this as y equals to minus 1. Will that be the right answer? I think so, correct? You see, minus 1 is also a y-intercept, right? Well, let's also figure out using slope, right? So m is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if you adopt this method, taking any 2 points, let's say these 2 points, okay? So in that case, y2 minus y1, minus 1 minus minus 1 over 2 minus minus 2. We get what? Well, minus 1 plus 1 over 2 plus 2, right? Which is 0 over 4. So the slope is indeed 0. So in this equation, y equals to mx plus b. If m equals to 0, then y equals to b, the y-intercept, which is what we are saying. In this case, y-intercept is minus 1. And therefore, the equation is y equals to minus 1. Is that clear to you? So what we have noticed is that for a horizontal line, y equals to h, or we can say b, right? Where b is y-intercept. Make sense? So that is how easily we can actually get equation of a horizontal line. The last one here is a diagonal line. This diagonal line, which represents direct variation, it goes through origin, right? So we know it goes through point origin, let's say 0, 0. Since it goes through 0, 0, y-intercept is also 0. So in the equation, y equals to mx plus b, b is equal to 0. So I can write this as y equals to mx. So we have to find slope. To find slope, I need another point. So let's identify another point here. So we identified a point whose coordinate values are minus 1, 2. So we have 2 points now. One, let's call this as A, this call B. So A is 0, 0 and B is minus 1, 2. Slope expected is negative since the line is going downwards. So let's write down the slope, which is given by change in y values over change in x values, correct? So which is in this case 2 minus 0 over minus 1 minus 0. So which is 2 over minus 1 or minus 2, right? Therefore, the equation is y equals to minus 2x. Is that clear to you? Since the y-intercept is 0. Perfect. So that is how we find the equation of this line. So I hope now the concept of writing equation when 3 lines are given to you, special case. Since, one is vertical, one is horizontal, the other one is diagonal. So in the case of a vertical line, we have x equals to x-intercept. In case of a horizontal line, we have y equals to y-intercept. And here we have y equals to kx where k is the slope. You get the idea. That is how we find equation of these lines. So with that, we come to an end of this series. I hope you have understood. Feel free to write your comments and share your views. In case you like and subscribe to my videos, that would be great. In case you want to learn from me, you can always send an email on the address given. Thanks for your time and all the best.